Hi, this is David Schmidt with ESFI, and I am here with Garrett, better known as Gwin, who's been casting this weekend's MLG, and we are here at day 2 and would love to hear what your experience has been like here at your first MLG as a caster.
It's actually been a lot of fun, David. I've casted a few events in the past, a lot of live events here locally in Southern California. I do the SoCal Esports LAN circuit. I did the MSI Battlegrounds with day 9. And so it's not my first LAN, but it's certainly the biggest I've ever been to. The production quality here is absurd. They've got 3 stages down. I mean, we're in the backstage now, so they're just to the left of us, actually. 3 stages, the main stages, and then like an additional 2 casting setups for the beta stream casters like myself. It's really, really exciting to just be here in general, meet all the people. I got to meet Apollo, Total Biscuit, of course, all the usual figures. Tastosis is here as well. Big shout out to all the beta stream casters as well, guys like Kibbles, Robin, Frodan made a guest appearance today as well, Axel Toss, of course. So it's been a really, really fun experience. And MLG, I gotta say, I came into this, and maybe this was like a negative light, but I came in not really expecting to be taken care of as well as they have. But there's like good food being catered for us, and I'm just like, ooh, you guys, you love me, and you're getting me tea when I ask for it. It's been amazing.
I know they give you a very busy schedule as well to go with all of that.
Oh yeah, it is certainly a busy schedule. Yesterday it wasn't too bad. I only ended up casting 4 best of 3s over the course of the day. 2 were duo casts and then 2 were solo casts. But today I've probably casted about triple that already, and we're only about 2/3 of the way done. So today is certainly a full day of casting. Be a little bit tired at the end of it, but should be still good for Championship Sunday.
Was there a favorite match that you cast so far this weekend that stood out?
Let's see. I mean, there were so many good matches. I think game number 2, Violet versus Slayers Ryung on Daybreak was probably one of the scrappiest ZVTs I've seen in a long time. Now, Violet likes to play scrappy, and that's just kind of his general style, but literally he was down 40-50 supply at some point and down like 20-30 harvesters as well. Somehow managed to eke out the win with massive amounts of Ultralisks and Banelings and no mining bases for either player. It was absolutely insane. So I would say that's like I would watch this game again and just like scream just as loudly as I did the first time through. But that was a game from yesterday. Really, really phenomenal. Grubby versus Golden was also a very good series. Grubby had a brilliant 8-gate all-in in game 2 on Shakiris with a warp prism, which was really awesome. And like he like pushed with the 8-gate and then warped in the main at the same time. It was ooh, so suave. And then just that whole series in general, the Grubby versus Golden series, Grubby took it 2-1, but really, really amazing play out of Grubby to do so. I would say he's like my pick for like most improved player of like this tournament season, starting obviously with the kickoff of MLG season for 2012.
And it's amazing that he's done that casting as much as he has recently.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually a really good point you bring up, because that balance between being a player and being a caster is really, really hard to strike. And oftentimes I find myself in a situation where I've casted for 30 hours in a week, and I'm like, when was the last time did I actually play StarCraft? And I'm just frustrated because I don't have enough time to do both. But I actually haven't done any casting the previous 2 weeks to MLG. Like, I literally casted once in the previous 2 weeks, and I did nothing but ladder. And so I wanted to come in with kind of as fresh as a player perspective as possible, because I feel that really, really helps with the casting. And not only does it help with the casting, but it helps you really get in the mind of the player to have that competitive mindset again, which gives you more depth, where you're like, well, you know, if I get cheesed in game 1, what do I do in game 2? Do I scout more aggressively? Do I just try and play my normal build? How do I let that affect me?
Is there a favorite person that you casted with today?
I would have to say I casted for the first time with Kibbles today. He's another one of the beta stream casters, and he and I hit it off amazingly. Like, it was our first time casting together. We had beautiful chemistry and synergy. Yeah, it was a really, really great cast with him. So he's my favorite caster for today.
Great. Are we going to see more of you two guys together?
Absolutely. Tonight we'll be casting another couple series. I think we're casting some of the Kespa matches together, actually, which should be ridiculous. I'm really, really excited to get in and cast some of that content.
That'll be excellent. And where can people hear you next? How are they able to get in contact with you as well?
So, I mean, obviously, the probably the easiest way to get hold of me is to follow me on Twitter. I'm, of course, at GwinCraft. That is GWINCRAFT. My Facebook page is the same. So if you look up GwinCraft on Facebook, you'll find me. My Twitter links to the Facebook. So if I always tweet when I'm casting, and then you can pretty much find me wherever. If you're local to Southern California, or if you're, I don't know when this will be up on the web, but if you're local and it hasn't already happened yet, the Gigabyte Esports. Oh, okay. The Gigabyte Esports LAN is happening next weekend. I'm the executive producer for that. I'm also going to be casting it. We've got a 24-player lineup. Guys like Violet. We've got a bunch of the Slayers guys coming. MVP as well. So a lot of really, really good players are going to be there, and I'm really, really excited to have that sort of lineup and be able to host a tournament for these guys to duke it out for $21,000.
And if someone's in the Southern California area, how do they get information about being able to attend that in person?
Well, you could visit thegessel.com. That is Gigabyte, or GESL. So that's probably the best way to find it, is just to visit the website. We've got a thread on Team Liquid, all the usual social media, Reddit, etc. As well. So you can jump in, you can check it all out. Spectator passes are $15. If you pre-order them, you get entered into all kinds of cool raffles. We've got a ton of prize giveaways, literally like $30,000 worth of gear, including like just fully built computers are being given away. And when I say fully built, I don't mean like some little thing with no graphics card. No, I'm talking about like gaming beast machines with i7s and dual cards and just good stuff.
Wow, that almost sounds like it's going to be better for the fans than the players.
We'll have to see. It's a good prize pool as well, and it is top 16 payout, which is huge. With 24 players, right? Top 16 payout. That's a really good prize distribution for those players. So we really wanted to make it worth it for the players to come out. And the one thing I think that characterizes our lineup is we've got some strong Koreans in the lineup, but we have a ton of just really solid North American players as well. And we're really hoping to bring more of like a North American feel to this tournament.
Right. A good mix there. In closing, do you have any casting tips or things that you think make a caster good at what they do?
If you're starting out as a caster, the biggest thing is just to kind of solidify your style, your ability to talk smoothly about what's going on in the game, and a tone, a pace, having that cadence is very important. And once you reach that sort of point, the biggest tip that anyone has ever given to me is listen to your co-caster. If you're solo casting, this doesn't apply, but if you're co-casting, listen to your co-caster. Respond to what they have to say. Don't just wait for your turn to speak.
Some very wise words indeed. This is David Schmidt with ESFI, backstage here at the MLG Spring Championship, and we thank you, Garrett, otherwise known as Gwin, for spending some time with us.